Glory to God the Father and Son Yeshua Messiah. Jeremiah 25. The 70-year captivity. This is the word that came to Yirmiyahu concerning all the people of Yehuda in the 4th year of Jehoiakim the son of Yoshiyahu, king of Yehuda. This was also the 1st year of Nebuchadrezzar king of Babel. Yirmiyahu the prophet proclaimed it before all the people of Yehuda and all the inhabitants of Jerusalem. For 23 years, since the 13th year of Yoshiyahu the son of Amon, king of Yehuda, until today, the word of Adonai has come to me. And I have proclaimed it to you on numerous occasions, but you haven't listened. Moreover, Adonai sent you all his servants the prophets, again, on numerous occasions, but you didn't listen or pay attention. The message was always, every one of you, turn back from his evil way, from the evil of your actions. Then you will live in the land Adonai gave you and your ancestors forever and ever. Don't follow other gods by serving and worshipping them. Don't provoke my anger with things your own hands have made. Then I will do you no harm. But you wouldn't listen to me, says Adonai, so that you could provoke me with the products of your hands, to your own harm. Therefore, here is what Adonai Svo says, because you haven't paid attention to what I've been saying. I'm going to send for all the families of the north, says Adonai, and for my servant Nebuchadrezzar the king of Babel, and bring him against this land, against its inhabitants and against all the surrounding nations. I will completely destroy them, making him an object of horror and ridicule, a perpetual ruin. Moreover, I will silence among him the sounds of joy and gladness, the voices of bridegroom and bride, the grinding of millstones and the light of lamps. This entire land will become a ruin, a waste, and these nations will serve the king of Babel for 70 years. But when the 70 years are over, I will punish the king of Babel and that nation for their sin, says Adonai, and I will turn the land of the Casdim into everlasting ruins. I will inflict on that land all my words that I have decreed against it, everything written in this book, in which Yirmiyahu has prophesied against all the nations. For they too will become slaves to many nations and to powerful kings. I will pay them back according to their deeds and the work of their own hands. For here is what Adonai the God of Israel says to me, take this cup of the wine of fury from my hand, and make all the nations where I am sending you drink it. They will drink, stagger to and fro and behave like crazy people because of the sword that I will send among them. Then I took the cup from Adonai's hand and made all the nations drink, where Adonai had sent me. Jerusalem and the cities of Yehuda, along with their kings and leaders, to make them a ruin and an object of horror, ridicule and cursing, as it is today. Pharaoh king of Egypt, with his servants and leaders and all his people, both native and foreign, all the kings of the land of Uz, all the kings of the land of the Pelishtim, Ashkelon, Azza, Ekron and those remaining in Ashdod, Edom, Moab, and the people of Ammon, all the kings of Zor, of Zidon and of the coastlands across the sea, Dedan, Tamar, Baz and all who cut the corners of their beards, all the kings of Arabia and of the mixed peoples living in the desert, all the kings of Zimri, of Elam and of the Medes, and all the kings of the north, far and near, one after another, indeed, all the kingdoms of the world that there are on the surface of the earth, and the king of Shishak will drink last of all. You are to say to them, here is what Adonai Svo, the God of Israel, says, "Drink until you're so drunk that you throw up, fall down, and never get up again, because of the sword I am sending among you." If they refuse to take the cup from your hand and drink it, then say to them, "Here is what Adonai Svo says, you must drink." For, look, if I am bringing disaster on the city that bears my own name, do you expect to go unpunished? Yes, I will summon a sword for all the inhabitants of the earth, says Adonai. As for you, Yirmiyahu, prophesy all these words against them. Say to them, Adonai is roaring from on high, raising his voice from his holy dwelling, roaring with might against his own habitation, shouting out loud, like those who tread grapes, against everyone living on earth. The sound resounds to the ends of the earth, for Adonai is indicting the nations, about to pass judgment on all humankind. The wicked he has handed over to the sword, says Adonai. Thus says Adonai Svo, disaster is spreading from nation to nation, a mighty tempest is being unleashed from the farthest ends of the earth. On that day, those killed by Adonai will be strewn from one end of the earth to the other. They will not be mourned or gathered or buried, but will lie on the ground like dung. Wail, shepherds. Cry. Wallow in the dust, you lords of the flock. For the days for your slaughter have come. I will break you in pieces, and like a prized vase you will fall. The shepherds have no way to flee, the lords of the flock no way to escape. Hear the cry of the shepherds, the wails of the lords of the flock, for Adonai is destroying their pasture. The peaceful grazing grounds are silenced, because of Adonai's fierce anger. Like a lion, he has abandoned his lair, for their land has become desolate because of the oppressor's fierce sword and because of Adonai's fierce anger.